more data packs for you. So the basic idea of this pack is that you're locked to nighttime with no access to beds and have to use items to recover both the access to daylight and access to beds. But there's a lot more to it than that. So for example, we have the difficulty mechanic and also how it introduces you to being stuck to the night. So for the first day, you get access to the whole entire daylight as the sun moves around. But if you go and click this button, so it goes to dawn, you'll see that the sun is going to skip from early dawn to late in the afternoon. So you only get a small portion of daylight for the second day, and still an easy difficulty. If you go ahead and reset it to dawn again, you'll see that it now changes to the normal difficulty. If I press it 3 more times, it is now on the hard difficulty. Once you get here, it is permanently stuck on the hard difficulty. The next mechanic involves beds and how respawning works in this pack. So if I go ahead and sleep in this bed, you'll see that I get this text in chat telling me that my respawn point isn't changed, and I will never pass the night. If I go ahead and leave the bed, I can check by pressing this button to see if I actually don't respawn here. And this is where world spawn is. So yes, it does work. And it also applies to respawn anchors. So if I press this button, take me to the nether, click on the respawn anchor, get the same messages, and I once again respawn at world spawn. Now, you may be thinking to yourself, I mentioned recovering daytime in beds, right? Well, let me show you how I do that. So all the recipes are stored right here, but I'm just going to go ahead and show you the items for now. So this is all of the items that you'll need to recover the daytime. So to do that, you'll need 4 moon dust, 5 moon shards, 4 moon crescents, and finally the moon. So let me go into survival mode to do this, as they won't be used up in create mode. So you'll see that'll get 1 hour of daylight restored, and it'll also set it to daytime. And I can continue doing this with the items to get another hour, and the last one, it'll tell me that this item is no longer powerful enough. If I were to, for example, craft another one, and try to use it, it would show me that it's not powerful enough, and this applies to all of the items. So let me go ahead and continue using these for the rest of them. Same message once more. And finally, we get that the entire day has been restored. So now, there is no longer anything restricting you to the nighttime. However, I still am unable to use beds. If I go ahead and try to use it, I can't change my respawn point. So that's where the moon comes in. If you use this, beds are now usable. That message disappears, and my respawn point is set. So let's get to the recipes. So for the moon dust, you have 2 recipes. Every item's going to be the same except for the middle, so it can either be bones or it can be rotten flesh. For moon shards, you have 3 separate recipes. Everything's going to stay the same except for the bottom slot, which can either be string, bones, or rotten flesh. Moon crescent has 1 unique recipe, which is this one. Moon has 6 variations, because you can have breeze rods or blaze rods here, and the corners can have shulker shells, resin bricks, or prismarine shards. Here's the variants with blaze rods. Well, that's all I have for this data pack. There's a good chance I forgot to mention something, so anything I forgot about, or any major updates I release, will be left in the pinned comment. If you enjoyed the video, consider liking and subscribing, and if you want to get the data pack, it will be either in my Discord or my Modrinth page, depending on whether or not Modrinth has approved it yet. Either way, both of those links will be in the description. Thank you for watching.